Hello, welcome to my third live stream. Live stream all about CorelDraw acting like Photoshop. Okay, I'm okay. So this video is all about CorelDraw acting like Photoshop, and I'm just gonna wait for some of the subscribers who's gonna join. So just give me a minute here. Who's gonna join? So just give. So if you are waiting, just if you're watching now, and just move your playhead forward if you don't hear anything, because right now I'm just waiting for some people to watch, and I'm gonna start soon once I have few people in the chat room. Okay. Okay, so now CorelDraw acting like Photoshop. In my years of use of CorelDraw, to be honest, sometimes I use Photoshop, but as much as possible, if I can do it in CorelDraw, I'll do it in CorelDraw. And sometimes the only thing that I use Photoshop is when I am doing distortions, like which CorelDraw cannot do distortion. There's there's a feature in Photoshop that is really nice, that you can distort it or change the perspective of an image, but custom perspective. But anyway, I'm not talking about what Photoshop can do. I'm just going to talk about what Corel can do. So CorelDraw acting like Photoshop. So to demonstrate that, I actually did I did copy and paste an image here, and let's just say you have a problem wherein this image should be extended up, right? And let's say these two objects here are, I think this is hay. You want to duplicate it and then extend it. So basically you want to extend more of the picture. In Photoshop you can do that, but I'll show you how I can do it in CorelDraw. So so basically the tool that we're gonna use here is transparency. Okay, I'm going to use the transparency tool. So transparency tool is this icon here. It depends upon your version of CorelDraw, and right now I'm just using Home and Student X8. So the transparency icon looks like this. Okay. So the concept here is I'm going to duplicate this many times, and then I'm going to move it up and then apply transparency. Okay. So to duplicate this, you click on your plus sign, or you can go edit, duplicate, Control D, and then when this shows up, you just put an offset of 0, 0. Means to say you want the object that was duplicated right on top of each other. So click OK, and now if you notice, you've got two there. Okay, I'm gonna do that again. So click here and then go to view, edit, and then duplicate. Okay. Since I set it to 0, 0 as an offset, right now I have two right on top of each other. Okay. So what I'll do now, I'm going to move the top what do you call this, the top portion of the image, the one in front, going up, right, like that. What I'll do, I'm just gonna copy this again and then put here so that we'll be reminded what is the original image. Okay, so now I've got two images here. So what you can do is I'm gonna extend the sky. So I'm gonna move it up some more, maybe some more, and then I'm going to add transparency. So you click on your transparency tool and then click and drag going down. Okay. Okay. So now I'm gonna bring this up some more, and then this one too, because I don't want this landscape to be there because I'm just extending the sky. Okay. Down. Okay. So this one doesn't look right because that's the mountain. So I have to move it up a bit and then adjust until that mountain will be lost. And then what I can do too, I can move this down, 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 down. So I think that looks good now. So looking at the original here, or maybe not, because I can still see something here. So that can still be adjusted until you don't see that anymore. Okay. So this is before and then this is after. Now let's extend the bottom part. So for the bottom part, it's also the same concept. You duplicate, edit, duplicate. Okay, and then I'll move that object down. But you have to make sure that we've got three images here now, right? Like that. And now I'm going to go to my transparency tool and click and drag going up. Okay, so now if you look at it, it's extended, but I don't want this one. So it's really a matter of playing around with the transparency, this slider here for the transparency. Okay, I'm just gonna go F4 here, and if you look at it, it's pretty good. Like you can't really see the connection, but if I go to view wireframe, simple wireframe, you can see that I have three images here. Three images. Just gonna check if my audio is fine. I'm gonna ask the participants if my audio is fine. But anyway, so I'll go back to my view and then click on enhance view. I can see that's extended. But for this one, it looks really not natural because it's exactly the same image here. But we can cheat. We can make that look like it's not in there. It's not duplicated. So what I'll do, I'm gonna move this going this way. Okay. And then I'm gonna cut this one and then move it over to the left side. Or what I can do, I can duplicate this again, edit, duplicate, and I'm gonna move it down. Okay, and then what I'll do, I'm gonna move this over to the left side. Okay, I think that looks better now. and I'm going to apply transparency from here going up there. Right now, what I'll do here, I'm gonna crop this. You go to your shape tool and then just move this over to the right side, and this one too to the right side. Okay, now let's take a look at our image. So from here to here, that looks really good, right? Now if let's just say this like you want to make it just one, right? What I normally do is I just get a sample of this picture here. Let's say of this picture, right? So maybe what I'll do, I'm gonna duplicate the original picture, which is this one. I can just duplicate, I can move it over here, and then here's what I can do. I can, because I'm gonna cover this one, so what I'll do, I'm gonna get like a sample of this field here, sample of this field. I'm gonna crop it and put it over here. Let's see if it looks okay. So sample there, so I'm cropping, hit enter to crop, and then I'm gonna put it here just to cover one of that hay. Okay, now it looks fine here, but if for example I go like this, zoom out, that's not acceptable for me. That's not acceptable because it doesn't I can still see that square thing. Okay, so in order to do that, you can always go to your transparency tool again and then click here and go drag up. Okay, see the difference now? It blends up, right? And then what I'll do, I'm gonna convert it to bitmap. Make sure transparency is checked and then click OK. Okay, because what I'll do, I'm going to add transparency in the bottom too, like that. Okay, now if you take a look at it now, we're okay here, top and bottom, but we're not okay in the left and right side. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to bitmap, convert to bitmap again. Okay, and then click on your transparency tool and transparency from the left side. Okay, okay, so transparency like that. Now what you can do too is you can move this square here so that you would understand what I'm doing, because basically I'm just, we call it feathering the top, bottom, left and right. Okay, so I'm not really happy about this one here. Maybe I could just go this way, and then I can go bitmap and convert to bitmap again, and make sure that transparency is turned on and click OK. And then now my last one is from the right side there. The blending should be, the transparency should be soft. Okay, so now what I can do here, I can put this over this side. Okay, just move my mouse there. Maybe I could just enlarge it a bit. I know in Photoshop you can just clone this one, but here, okay, so now that looks better now. Okay, so looking at this one, we we just use CorelDraw to extend the image, and we didn't use Photoshop or Corel Photo Paint, but it looks fine, right? And now if I go to view and click on a simple wireframe, it will show you what you did. You got 3 pictures here and then one small one over here, just to cover up the other haystack. Okay, so that's one way to make CorelDraw act like Photoshop. Anybody have a question? Any questions so far? Okay, so now let's try to extend, say, the right side, right? Extend the right side. Now when you have this one already and then you're happy with the, the extended image top and bottom, it's best to convert this to a bitmap. It's like combining all the image. The only disadvantage here is you can't go back again to edit it because it's one image. Or what you can do, you can duplicate this. Okay, you can duplicate all of that. I go edit and then duplicate, and then put it here so that at least you still have the source file before you make this as a bitmap. So I'm gonna make that as a bitmap. Make sure transparency background is turned on, and then click OK. Okay. So now what was our So our objective here is we're going to extend the picture some more to the right side. Okay. Here's another technique: is you duplicate this, you go to edit and then duplicate. So there are 2 images on top of each other, right? Exactly the same images. Then, but this one, what you can do here, you can shape it, you can crop it using the shape tool. So I'm going to use the shape tool here, select these 2 nodes and bring it over to the right side. Say for example, like that. Okay. Okay. Now if I go to wireframe, I've got 2 images here, this one and that one, right? So I did undo. Going back to enhance view. So now here you can move this over to the right side. Okay, I'll go this way. And then you can even make it extended like that, right? Now you have to be careful too. So for example, that tree, right? So you have to align that tree, say like that. Okay, since it's overlapping and then you don't want to see this kind of gap, right? So it's best to go to your transparency tool and click and drag to the left side. Okay, sorry, I'm not doing it right. I think we have to change that to a bitmap first. So click on bitmap, convert to bitmap, make sure transparency background is turned on, and then click OK. Okay. Now we want to have like a smooth transition or blending. So you click on the transparency tool, click and then drag to the left. Okay. I think I did a mistake here. Oh no, it's not a mistake. So this one should be on top there. See that? So that's transparency. Now if you move it closer to the right side, to the left side, now you won't see it. So compare this to this one. See, it's extended, right? Can't really see it. So I extended the picture, right? Now what you can do too, you can clean this up by going to your shape tool and bring it down like that. And also this one. There. So from this image to this image, you can't really see that it looks like it was Photoshop, but actually it wasn't Photoshop. I just used CorelDraw to use to blend images or to clone an image. So that's it for today. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the chat, in the live chat here. And don't worry, because this one will be published as a video in my channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And if you don't mind liking the video so that I could make more videos. So any questions? So for here, so for example, you want to finalize this, if I go, you can always change this to a bitmap, to one big bitmap, the whole thing. Okay. And then if you want to crop it, go ahead, click on this crop tool just to make it a clean image. Hit enter, and that's it. So that's how I extend the picture. It's amazing because I didn't use Photoshop at all. I'm just using CorelDraw, which is a vector image. I was able to extend the image going up and to left and right, but I didn't stretch it. I just extended. Anyway, so if you don't have any question, I'm just gonna end this tutorial, live stream, and I will see you the next time I do live streaming. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe so that once you've subscribed, when I have a live stream, you'll be notified by it. And please like my video. Bye.